حرك ذري كفن وكمي هو نسك في.
I already did a video on Shaman King, and I already had my suspicions, so I followed the liar to the house's mouth. Hello and welcome to my Shaman King first 6-volume manga review. And of course, uncovering the subliminal cannabis underlying weed hidden hashish is a priority. A priority which I didn't choose to prioritize while reading, but it felt so in my face I couldn't ignore it. I watched the already released 17 anime episodes. As my first review in this description suggests, the anime feels super weird. I'm gonna say it. The 2021 Shaman King anime pacing is a big F. 100 chapter in 17 episodes does activate my gag reflex. But as you expect, your man felt the manga, so I jumped right into it. And my man, the manga is the Shaman King best praise. It feels a septillion times better than the anime. Tremendous. For one, I can tell time finally. I argued that Manta and Dio's little argument feels ridiculous to happen in a single episode, but on the other side, the manga gave me so much breath it felt natural. And there actually are references to time passage in the manga like these, which makes me feel balanced while experiencing the event, unlike the anime which knocks event times and places. Knocking epilepsy is a word the husband of my aunt uses it to describe his dreams, which basically means changing place and time just like that. And that's what happened here. 2. There is content that is omitted from the anime. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I don't know how many chapters they were, but the anime skips over, in my opinion, important events which makes the manga feels more authentic. Hear me out. In the latest anime episode, Yo changed the vampire hunter from enemy to a friend. Arguably. In the anime, everyone feels confident about it, like yeah, Yo is the leader they believe in, and I felt as an outsider looking at them. But because I read the omitted chapter of the boxer, the billboard spirit, the portrayed personality of Yo we saw in episode 17 feels natural rather than employed. You might argue that the Tokagero, Ren sister, and Ren acts are enough to draw that image of Yo, but I would still cherish the omitted chapters at the beginning as they showed me Royo Asakura. In the anime, Yo felt purposeless and lazy, but seeing him helping the spirits and enjoying it and cherishing it as his own doing as a shaman made me understand Yo rather than seeing him as a mediocre main character. The samurai bodyguard chapter made me believe the relationship between Yo and Amidamaru and gave it meaning. Amidamaru expresses that he loves protecting Yo, his master, because it makes him feel as the samurai the story portrays him as. I didn't realize I was shitting on I didn't realize I was shitting on the anime. Sorry anime-kun, manga-chan is the best. Yeah, anyway, I wasn't picking on what the anime didn't adapt, but reading the manga feels like pages were omitted. Because meeting everyone in the manga and the first impressions character gave left a nice aftertaste in my media receiving center. Whatever that is, like Hororo's energy was so assholey when introduced in the anime, while he felt as a sweet, wholesome, friendly character in the manga, while Ren and his sister are more believable. The Shaman King manga is one of the best things to happen to me this summer. I love the art, paneling, overall idea, pacing, atmosphere, aka I love this manga. I subjectively give it a 9.5 for the content of the first 6 volumes. My only complaint and the only reason I didn't rate it a 10 is inexistent. It's an absolutely lovely manga, but let's make a complaint. Characters could have been older so I can relate more. Whatever. After these first 6 volumes, I totally consider the Shaman King manga as a different entity from the anime. Now to the real deal, the mangaka is a genius who created the stoner's best place. As I was reading, I couldn't unnotice the cannabinoid nature of this story. I saw it in every page and I saved some of the best evidences to support the idea that Shaman King is actually Shaman Weed in disguise. I could have screened more, but I chose not to in order to avoid redundancy. Literally, the first page has weed leaf. Then we meet Yo in school with no weed, of course, and he looks like a new student with a resting bitch face. Then we meet Yo again, high as fuck, dancing with ghosts and shit. Something happened, and Manta is following Yo in the first chapter, and he asks himself, how can he go to school wearing sandals anywhere? He's just high, bro. Why does he always look so carefree? I know why. Because he is high. He's always so laid back. Because he's so laid back, he can easily clear his mind. And because of that, he can draw strength from the spirit. Someone who can bind this world with the next. The weed head, Asakura yo! This is a panel that shows Yo enjoying being high while Manta tries it for the first time and it's hitting him different, man. Look at that Manta. You call this nature? Oh, nature feels really nice. This panel, the weather is super hot and the heat is fucking with Manta's head and this conversation takes place. Hot, 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 hot. Even though it's this hot. Why is he so energetic? Are you alright in the head? Oh Manta, I'm fighting the heat.
Because I got high.
If you try to run away from it, you'll only suffer more. But if you stand up to it, you'll be fine. And Manta is melting, then Dio is high as fuck.
I got high.
And in this panel, Yo explains to Manta that he no longer needs an alarm to wake up. Instead, Amidamaru, the ghost, would wake him through suffocating him. And my theory is the ungodly amount of weed is what is causing Yo to wake up, rather than a ghost suffocating him. I mean, look at his bedsheets. Here, Yo bought 2 ice creams, one for him and one for his best friend, ghost bodyguard Amidamaru. And Manta is asking him, why are you eating 2 ice creams? So our boy Yo Asakura says that ghosts can't actually eat, but they still can enjoy it. So naturally, after you've offered it, a person can eat it. And that's Yo making excuses for munchies. And this is Yo calming Tokagero. So just give it up and relax. Enjoy it. He's late. Bong! That's Lana realizing that Yo is high after seeing his bong. There is no use worrying about it now. There will be a way when it comes to it. Why is Yo always like this?
And I know why.
The contest is coming closer and closer, but he doesn't feel pressured at all.
Because I got high.
Perhaps it's for the best. For some reason, Manta can't grasp the fact that Yo is Snoop Doggy Dogg. And in this panel, the gang of wooden sword Ryo are partying with Yo and Horo Horo, and everyone these guys are hilarious. Everyone is laughing. No matter how I study it, no matter how I take it apart, no matter how I break it down, it remains consistent. These characters are smoking golden weed. There is one Manta's dad confronted his son about his weed consumption. Sarfag! Who? Parents have responsibility to protect their children. As a parent, preventing bad worms from approaching their children is obviously your responsibility. This friend of yours, Asakura Yo, I heard that he is a stoner. Huh? Weed? Those who are near weed will be green. Yo's resting bitch face appears again as weed can be caught in hospitals easily since he can't leave his room to take a puff. Just before Yo enters whatever cave to take 7 days training, his grandpa tells him, in other words, if you want a stronger Fukuryu, you must abandon your body and hone your soul. They're referring to edibles. I'm positive. Yo treated it like a holiday, a weird holiday. And there is Yo when he came back from 7 days, no food, no water, complete darkness. He lost feeling of all of his 5 senses. He only feels his Fukuryu for that period and he finally came out. And he tells his friend, what's up with all of you? I kinda spaced out towards the end when I was making my way to the exit. I had a lot of things on my mind though. I thought about the current situation and the future. The more I thought, the more it hurt, so I just stopped thinking towards the midway. The best thing for me to do was to keep on going, even if I had to crawl my way out. I kept telling myself that everything was going to be okay. But I'm seriously dying of hunger. Do you guys have anything to eat? And of course, smoking weed for 7 days and nights would cause unimaginable munchies. By defeating that, he increased his Fukuryu. But now feed the kid. Right after they leave the cave, they go to grab a bit of tea in near weed trees or plants or whatever.
I was like, Google, what's synonyms for weed? And Google be like, tea.
I stopped reading. When I read more of it, if I felt like doing another review, I'll make sure to include the weed subliminal messages. Also, the author of Shaman Weed is a fan of One Piece and his request for a cover page was in the latest One Piece chapter. Look at the name of the requester. Peace and be wise, huh?